Alright, welcome to, I believe this is episode 4 now, of my WGT Baseball series. I have not made a video in this series in a couple of days, just because I've had recordings that got scrapped due to errors and stuff, but this is what the team looks like right now. Still got the 3 friend players. I'm probably going to keep these players in for a while. Sitting on 235,324 coins, which were, it's good. I mean, we're staying above water at this point. We don't have to worry about running or really moving below 200k for a long time unless we get a lot of high price free agents. Level 8 right now. 183 fans from level 9. The main differences between the last episode and this episode are my friend players who have been trained up. Alex Carver, my shortstop, who's been doing very well for me, at least in the games I've actually played, now has 7 coverage and 6 power and vision on batting. I think her defense coverage is up to 5, and her fielding and throwing are the same. I'm not sure. My pitcher is the highest overall player, or tied for the highest overall player on my team. I trained up his batting vision and his coverage. I think I trained up I think I just trained up his vision because he was swinging at a lot of. I just gotta check this notification. He was swinging at a lot of pitches out of the zone when he came up to bat, and the few times he did. So I figured I'd train that vision stat up a little bit. I'm probably going to train up his throwing at some point, but his pitching stats are really good for considering what I'm at right now. He's at 8 coverage and 7 power and 7 control. And then my catcher, Mr. Dako, I've trained up his defense a little bit. His throwing's up to a 5, and his vision's up to a 7, his coverage is up to a 7, and his power is at a 6. So that is what the team currently looks like right now. The rest of these players really haven't been trained up at all since the last episode, or have not been trained up much. That's where I don't really need to do anything. In terms of the season standings, I'm currently in first place by 2 points. I have 17 points, 27 runs. I'm on a 5-game winning streak. According to the game, I've not lost a single game yet, which is good. I've not lost a single game yet. Draco's D-backs are in second place, 2 points back. He has 1 more run than I do, so if I lose a game and he wins, he'll tie with me on points, but he'll have more runs. Unless I score more runs than him in a loss, which probably won't happen. Then again, I probably won't lose because I'm playing the lowest ranked team on this leaderboard. Jose's team is tied with him on points, but he's 1 run behind on run difference. Then Reds are 4th, 1 point behind Jose. He's 1 run ahead on run difference, but 1 point behind in the standings. And then you go 3 points down. In 5th place is Perez's team, who I think was in first place at one point, but he's cooled off. 23 runs. He's 3 points behind, so he cannot make up enough points. He cannot take over positions, but he can lose his 5th position as the 6th place player. I think my browser's about to lock up. No, it's not. Yeah, it is, I think. 6th place is Christopher with 10 points, 16 runs, so he's way off in terms of runs. And then the last of the double-digit run scores, but the first in terms of single-digit point scores, in terms of winning and losing points, is Martin's team. He's 7th, 2 points back of 6th place. And then you've got the 3 bottom teams, Ian's team, Bulldogs, and Team Carl. These 3 I don't think have actually moved anywhere. In fact, I'm thinking the bottom 4 haven't moved anywhere, but the top 5 have, at least at some point. Take a look at the schedule. I will play Team Carl today. I will actually play him now, or as soon as I go over the schedule. After Team Carl, we've got Martin's team, Bulldogs, and then Jose's team, who's 3rd, then Draco's D-backs, then Jose's team again, then Perez's team, and then Christopher. So I'm running into a real tough stretch where I play three of the top 5 teams, playing one of them twice. So 4 of my next 6 games after my game against Team Carl are going to be tough, and they're all in a row, so it's going to be interesting. As you can see, I don't think anybody's actually played their game yet. They have not. So I will play now. And this is why Team Carl is in last place. Because his stats not trained up. He's got 1 control, but he's got 0 coverage, 0 power, which means every single one of my batters has a big advantage, including my pitcher. He doesn't have as big of an advantage as Carson T or as basically the rest of my lineup. But when I played my matchup last night, or like in the last game I played, I scored 8 runs. I scored 8 runs, and I was and they gave me the option to just call mercy. And in the inning, I was either going to go the full, have it go to 3 outs, or bat around twice, or score 10 runs, whichever one came first. And I could not score 10 runs or bat around twice before 3 outs. And Masaki Y needs to be trained up on his vision because he just swung at a pitch way below the plate. So 0-1. Because the pitch was down here and he swung right. The pitch was way down here and he swung right through it. And that one actually did hit the zone. So 1-2. I want to score at least 1 run. Well, obviously you want to score runs, but I mean, against Team Carl, realistically, oh, that's gone. That is gone. That was a shot to almost straightaway center. It was not quite to straightaway center, but it was almost there. So we'll go these 2 and then the top. That is a pop out to left field or right field. So we did get 1 run. We have had 1 run so far. So we'll go this one. Takes a pitch below the zone. 1-0. Now we'll go like this. That one crushed to right field. That's going to go for extra bases. If Diego's got the speed, which he does. So we got a double. Now steps up Daco, who is, I don't believe actually has a homer so far. I do not believe he has a homer. Yeah, it says here in the season stats he does not have a homer. I'm just going to go like that. Off the plate. Yeah, when you're throwing 57 mile an hour, I mean, I know this is not like, this is not like real life or anything, but, typically you don't want to, I mean, you want to get your power up. But then again, this player probably hasn't touched the game in months, I would think. It doesn't really matter what I do here. I just don't want to swing through. And there's another ball. So we got runners on first and second with 1 out. I'll probably show a couple more batters and just pause. And just play the rest of the game. So next up is Easton. One of my original free agents that I bought for this team. That one is going to stay fair. Yeah, it stays fair. I thought it was going to curve foul. It didn't. So we got runners now on first, or bases loaded, actually. Let's see, I think, did Dago strike out? Or no, did Dago pop out? I'm not sure who's even on the bases. And Alex Carver, as good as she's been for me, has swung right through a ball. Okay, so let me see who's on the base paths. Okay, never mind. I can't tell who's on the base path. I was going to see who's on the base path right now, but... And she swung right through another one, so it's 1-2. I'm going to go all down and hope he doesn't hit the upper part of the zone. If he does, I'm going to get a... Oh! On a 1-2 pitch, he goes... Or she goes, rather... 1-2 pitch, she gets another RBI. So that's 8 on the season for her, which is good. And there, I think, is another RBI, I believe, for Ned L. So that's 3-0. I think I'll go one or two more batters, because so far the pitcher now finally goes up in the zone, but it's like so far all the pitcher has done is concentrated in like the lower part of the zone, and so he pitched there. But when he's missed up. Like when he misses, he usually misses up, and there's another strike. Doesn't get a bonus. Three and two. Do I take on 3-2? I don't think I take on 3-2. I'll just go for it and hope he doesn't. On 3-2, that's a pop out. I thought that was gonna be a grand slam. That would have been so sick. Now let's see if the pitcher can get some runs, because he actually has had a pretty decent batting average this season in the few times he's batted. And I gotta remember that he only has 3 zones instead of 4, like the rest of my lineup, because the rest of my lineup has 4 zones that they can select, whereas my pitcher has 3, because his control, I think his vision is at a 4. No, his coverage is at a 4. So I'm just gonna keep selecting this and hope he didn't swing through that one. So 3-1. I can afford to take a strike here. I think I'll actually go up this time and hope he doesn't go down. 3-1. He does get a run batted in, so that's another 4. It's another run. So I'm gonna pause the video and I'll be right back. Alright, I just played through the rest of the game and I was able to score 7 more runs. Someone got a grand slam. I don't remember exactly who it was. I think it was if I can actually move my cursor down here, I think it was Diego or Shiro. I don't remember, but there's all the boosts everybody gets. Yeah, I got a grand slam. Kept the bases loaded for a few at-bats because people kept getting singles and just driving in 1 run apiece. And then the grand slam hit. Then I all of a sudden scored 10. And then Deco got on with a base hit, but my the batter after him popped out. So unfortunately, I couldn't get another run. But I think 10 runs will do it. I think 10 runs will be just fine. Actually, finally, I decided, I actually would keep going. I was gonna just end it, but I was gonna just end the inning after I got the grand slam. But oh well, I just figured I'd keep going. But 10 runs. That's what I wanted to do in the last game. Didn't do it, but now I got a chance to, and I did it. So that'll do it for this episode. I'm gonna probably bring another episode within the next day or two. Just so I guess I delayed this episode mostly because, or partly because of the recording issues, but mostly because I didn't want, just random, oh, I trained this guy up 1 point, episodes, where people be like, you're overdoing it. So I want to show off this team, but I don't want to like have it be where I flood everybody. So that'll do it. I'll see y'all later.